Hello there, welcome to another video. This time we're just going to talk about interview skills in general, no matter what job you're applying for. So I'm guessing that most of these things you already know, might be common sense, but I might touch on one or two things that you're not sure of. So let's get started. Practice. Practice answering questions. Perhaps you and a friend can get a list of questions, interview questions, and you can video yourself with your smartphones. See how you look, see how you present yourself, see how you answer the questions, things like that. And you should also, before you go to the interview, have a list of questions that you would like to ask the employer, if they haven't already answered them all during the interview. Next one, research the company. It's always a good idea to find out about the company that you're willing or wanting to work for. Any achievements that they've made lately. Google is a wonderful thing, so is Facebook for that matter. Get ready for the interview. And that means laying out your suit or your outfit perhaps the night before, so the next day you're not scrambling to find out what am I going to wear, what am I going to wear. I don't know what to wear. Do it the day before. Save yourself some time. Also, it's actually a good idea to be on time for the interview. Actually, maybe 5-10 minutes early. Because sometimes you have to fill out some forms. And it would be a good idea, I think, to be there a good 10 minutes early. If you end up twiddling your thumbs for 10 minutes, fair enough. And by twiddling your thumbs, I mean sitting nicely, not on your mobile phone. And don't fidget, and try not to be nervous. We'll come back to that later. As in, now. Stay calm. I know an interview can be a nerve-wracking, but try and stay calm. Try and not fidget, with your hair, your glasses, whatever you're wearing, your clothes. Try and sit in a nice position where you're not like straight back, but straight up, but not like an army major, comfortably. Usually perhaps with your hands on both knees, okay? Or your hands clasped like this on your lap. That's a good way to do it. Let's see, what now? Show what you know. Tell them what your experience is, what your achievements have been that you've done for other company, your present company. Okay? Don't show off though, but just in a good manner. Show what you know. And the last part on this section is follow up. Maybe within 24 hours, send an email to the interviewer and say thank you very much for the interview. I look forward to hearing from you. Doesn't hurt. Now, let's look at some interview don'ts. Always dress nicely. Now, I said before to get your interview outfit ready the day before, but make sure it's a good interview outfit. For men, I suggest a suit and tie. But of course, it does depend on the interview. But if you're going to interview for any kind of office position, a suit and tie that's nice and matches. Ladies, a business suit, if you can, or a nice skirt, nice blouse, and depending on the weather, maybe a jacket, matching jacket. Always dress appropriately. I remember I applied for a job for a school teacher, and I was more dressed like a businesswoman, and I remember the vice principal saying, "You look like a vice principal." So maybe I overlooked what I thought I should have dressed as for a teacher, but I believe in dressing professionally. Although, yeah, I know, not right now, but this is just to tell you guys what to do. Do as I say, not as I do, okay? Late. Now we mentioned that before, that you should arrive early. For goodness sake, do not arrive late. It's not a good impression. Also, don't bring a drink with you. Don't have a water bottle, a juice bottle, a coffee. Dump it before you go in. And if, maybe the people interviewing will have water in front of them during the interview. If the need arises that you need a glass of water, then ask, may I have some water please, or may I have something to drink please. If you take something with you, like a juice bottle or a coffee cup from somewhere, you might end up fidgeting with it. Or if you put it on the table, it might be a bit of a distraction. Never ever use your phone. Ditch it. Turn it off. Silent. Handbag, girls, boys, jacket, whatever. Do not look at it when you're waiting for the interview, and do not look at it during the interview. That is a major no-no. Also before, I mentioned you should know something about the company. Find out about them. Google them. If you know someone who works for the company, maybe you can reach out to that person and say, hey, what's it like to work for APC company? Okay? Next one is your resume. Always make sure your resume doesn't have any major gaps, that it's full, complete, no fuzzy gaps, and gives all the information that you should have on a resume. Okay? Next one, pay attention to the interviewer. Eye contact. Not like staring at them, but normal eye contact. Obviously, yes, look away at times if you're thinking about the answer to a question, but don't go have a staring competition with the interviewer. No. Normal eye contact. I also found out before about mirroring the person. So if the person leans forward, you lean forward. If he leans back, you lean back. A little body language thing. Don't copy everything they do though, otherwise it might look a bit weird. Also, talk too much. Don't talk too much. Don't be a blether, as we say in Scotland. Answer the questions, but don't go off in a whole something about your life. Okay? Keep it to the point and to what the interviewer asked you. If he wants to ask you more questions about the same question, he will. Also, with these questions, don't get caught off guard. This goes back to what I said at the beginning. Prepare questions. When you're Googling the company, you might also want to Google perfect interview questions for a such and such type of company so that you can practice them. Okay? Don't badmouth your previous employees or previous co-workers. And don't badmouth your previous company. That's not good. You might hate them to bits, but don't badmouth them. Just say you're looking for a change in company, you're looking to hope to move up the ladder, whatever, but don't ever badmouth your old company or old employees. So those are just a few things. Google has huge amounts of information, but I just thought I'd like to do this short video to give you some ideas. There's only a few ideas here, but hopefully they will help. Okay, so good luck with any interview that you have, and I wish you all the best for your future. And remember, if there's a video that you'd like me to make, leave a comment in the comment section and I'll do my best to make it for you. Okay, bye just now.